Well, speaking of a team growing up, Shane, let's kick it on down to South Carolina because the Gamecocks, man, they were in a dogfight here on the road at ECU. ECU comes right out, punches them right in the mouth with a trick play, 75-yard touchdown play, and you're just sitting here thinking, oh, God, here we go again. I mean, that's the perfect recipe for an upset of an SEC team at home, getting that crowd going into the game. And Zeb Nolan, this was the worst he's looked. Of course, hell, we've only seen him 2 weeks here, but very shaky early in the game. He made the critical plays late in the game, but man, this is it's kind of cheesy to sit here and say Beamer ball, but it is what it is, man. Special teams, defense, toughness. And Shane Beamer was just so damn happy for his team after this one came to the end. It took Parker White kicking some clutch field goals here in the fourth quarter to get the win. But hell, I mean, I think most teams with the first-year coach, with relatively inexperienced coordinators and youth all over the field, and half the rosters are transfer, I don't think most teams come out of this East Carolina game with a win, yet that's all South Carolina keeps doing is finding ways to win. It doesn't matter if it's pretty or not. And I think that's all you can ask for if you're a Gamecock fan at this point, don't you think?
And that's it, Mike. It's not going to be pretty this year. Just face it. Face the fact that every victory you get, it's going to be a hustle and a grind. And that's exactly what they've been able to do. I'm telling you, man. Hey, first off, lock of the week on 2-0. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But as you know, Mike, behind the scenes, I was panicking when they were, down 14? And, of course, I'm trying to bet my way out of it only to find out. And then, of course, I'm like, oh, yeah, I knew it was locked the whole time, But I tell you, me and Mike talked about South Carolina probably the most at halftime. And one thing I noticed was this defense was legit, man. This defense is really good. The offense, stymie. It does frustrate me when I see 8, 9 in the box and they keep trying to run. I know Harris is great. I know Lloyd is great. But if they're going against unblocked defenders, they're going to struggle. And that's exactly what they did. It felt like there was a lot of wasted downs. It felt like there was a little bit of spark when Joyner came in there. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how that plays out. Have you heard anything about Luke? I mean, is he expected back?
I mean, they're not revealing any information yet, but I think he's getting a lot closer to the field. I mean, there was speculation that he would start this game. Yep. And he's not in a cast. He's in uniform. So, I think he was more of an emergency option this week. And I expect him to play next week against Georgia. We'll see if he's able to do it. But they'll certainly need him. And we'll get to the Bulldogs here in a moment. But, my God, Georgia looks nasty. And, South Carolina really needs a spark. And like I said, Zeb Nolan showed up in a big way in the fourth quarter. So let's give him credit. We're not sitting here trashing him. And, he's been put in such a difficult position, but I got to be honest, most Gamecocks I saw there on Saturday midway through this game, they were about done with Zeb Nolan, and I think that speaks to the quarterback coming in here and making some clutch throws late in the game. It speaks to his mental toughness there.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, Mike. I was done with Zeb, and it felt like he would lock on to receivers at times, and try to predict the routes, and I think that just got him in trouble. Some stupid, boneheaded interceptions there, and not to mention South Carolina. The box score wouldn't show a fumble at the 1 yard line and little mistakes that they made along the way. If South Carolina can clean up some of that stuff, and then they actually have a dual threat back there where they can throw and run, I think that's going to open up the lanes for these running backs. I think you're a little too bullish on South Carolina. I think they're going to surprise a few people.
All right, Jim. Well, let's kick it over to Shane Beamer. Man, he was fired up, and again, I think he was right there with us, thinking that this was going to be a tough one here. Yet Gamecocks continue to find a way, and who knows, man? I mean, everybody and their mothers are going to be picking Georgia next weekend. They may just pull the biggest upset of the season here.
How does this one live up to Beamer Ball 2.0?
Man, it was ugly as all get out for a while, but the kickoff return was huge. Scoring on defense. I mean, whatever we got to do to find a way to win. But I'm so proud of these guys, man. Like, for all they've been through this past year, to just come out here and not flinch. And I love these guys. And there's not a team in America I'd rather be coaching than these guys right now. What a win. I've been a part of some great ones in my career. I just told the team in there, I don't think I've ever been more proud of a football team than that group right there. For what they've been through this past year, the adversity they've faced, what people say about them on the outside, for those guys to come into an environment like this today, to play a really good football team, and to withstand everything that we withstood, to just never flinch, keep playing, keep battling, and then find a way to win that game in the fourth quarter. Unbelievable, man. That is a hell of a happy locker room in there right now, and rightfully so. Just told them there's not a team in America I'd rather be the head coach of than those guys right there. So proud of them. Having said that, we got to get a whole lot better. Play offense, defense, special teams, coaching. There's a lot that we got to be better at, but we'll worry about that tomorrow. We're going to celebrate the heck out of this one. To come in here to not play well offensively, to have some just, again, dumb penalties, but then find a way to make some plays in the fourth quarter and win like we did. Couldn't be more proud of these guys. So be glad to take any questions.
It seemed like in the second half, you guys started leaning more heavily on outside zone, and that was pretty productive for you. Just how much of the game plan was that kind of coming in, and what did you see really clicking on that?
No, that was part of it coming in. We're multiple in the run game. Outside, we're going to run outside zone every week. A lot of it was they were heating us up and bringing pressure and didn't obviously play great on the offensive line early on or on the whole offense. And they were bringing a lot of movement, a lot of pressure. But, the biggest thing we did is we just came in at halftime. And I told Sat that if we're going down handing that ball to Zaquandre White, Marshawn Lloyd, Kevin Harris, and Juju McDowell. And if we're going to get beat, we sure as heck better get beat handing the ball to those guys. And I told the running backs at halftime that they were going to get the football. And we felt like as the game went on, I said it all week, guys, and it's not press conference coach speak. They got a good football team, and they're really, really good up front on defense. So it wasn't going to be easy to just come in here and run the football. But we did feel like we had a depth advantage that if we could just keep playing, keep running the ball, keep wearing them down, that we'd be able to get this thing into the fourth quarter and win it. And obviously the turnovers are unacceptable. To go on the road and turn the ball over, whatever it is, 3 or 4 times, that can't happen. You're not going to win many games that way. But credit to our guys for overcoming that.